before I shit myself, are we ready to get going?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What happened last time? All right. Last session, we began with Valkyra fucking dying to wolves.
Yeah, that's really cinematic. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah. And was seemingly spoken to / revived by a angel of sorts. Following that, the party decided to hit the road and travel eastward towards Hidden. Along the way, on your first night of sleeping, you came across just a dude named Noah.
It's not just a dude. Don't let the DM lie.
Average guy. No. A trapper by trade, who was also on his way eastward down the road. You had a pretty peaceful journey on the road. So now you've settled in for the night at Sleepwell Crossing in the Slept Inn. Anything anyone would like to do before fully going to bed for the night?
Yes. It's kind of what Milo does almost every night, more or less, is kind of just going through his notes again, repeatedly, making sure he's never missed anything, or maybe there's something catching his eye this time that links things together. And he did this before, the other day when they finished the warehouse, the facility, looking through his notes. But he's doing it again. Just trying to make sense of the pictures and the descriptions he's getting. Trying desperately to remember if he's encountered any of these individuals in their recent travels, but nothing really pinging, I imagine. All these different code names with pictures and descriptions to go along with them. And then I'm going to think about Noah again.
Mm-hmm.
This very odd encounter. Is there any... I don't know, is there any just strange, off, like unnerving feelings?
You're unsure if it's just the growing nervousness of approaching a city that could most likely hold some people from your past, some of your family, or if it's the feeling you're getting from your current circumstance traveling with Noah, but you have an underlying anxiety about everything. The feeling of being so close to a revelation is just making everything feel like it could mean anything.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. I think the frustration kind of mixed in slightly of really nothing tangibly fruitful coming from a lot of their recent investigations. Milo, I'm going to remember a proposition that was made not too long ago with Ashe. I can't remember. Were we staying in the same room, Ashe?
No, we would not have been. I don't think.
Can't remember
I
what
don't
this
recall either.
inn's room arrangements were. Whatever the case, I'm gonna pack up my notes and find Ashe.
Milo.
Ashe, sorry to bother you,
No,
on
it's
this
quite
eve.
all right. I was just about finished up.
I am a bit frustrated, to say the least. While we're on a path, I still feel like we are aimless. We are taking a shot in the dark, metaphorically and perhaps literally. That remains to be seen. I'm ready to try to clear the fog. So it were. You had mentioned potentially probing deeper into my memory. As fractured as it may be, there might be something in the cracks that you can find.
I see. You wanted to move forward with this now, then?
If your capabilities allow, I don't know if you're tapped.
I'm more than capable.
And yes, I would like to try. And even if your passive insight is low, you can probably see at least the very surface level that even though he wants this, there's a lot of nerves going into it.
Well, it certainly will not work if you aren't willing to let it. And your anxiety regarding the situation may cause some unforeseen issues.
I do want this. It is just a bit, again, I'm just worried about what we could find. And what that means. But I trust you would have a unbiased view in case you see something perhaps that I wouldn't want to be seen.
I believe I've already given you my opinion on this in the past, so you need not worry about me.
I'll sit down in front of you.
Ashe will then sort of begin muttering under his breath as he takes a single copper piece in his palm and kind of begins rubbing it between each palm of his hand until he parts them and it's just floating. And then you see this sort of floating arcane symbol of an eye that then immediately shoots open as I cast Detect Thoughts and attempt to probe his mind.
All right.
He has the option to resist.
Ooh, but do I get the choice?
You do get the choice.
Okay.
As you feel this second presence, unconsciously knowing it's happening, the second presence sort of slip into your consciousness. What are Milo's surface level thoughts right now?
Oh gosh. Well, as I kind of feel that presence, I'll say, is there anything I should be focusing on right now?
Well, focus on your family. In theory, it would unearth some hidden memories.
My immediate surface thoughts are then the picture that I have of them from my journal, and then immediately going and recounting in my mind the dream that I had of the orphanage, being a kid. Or I don't know if it was an orphanage, I'm just saying that. Being surrounded by kids, being picked up by a parent, sitting at a table, and all that stuff. And those are my immediate surface level thoughts.
Right. Do you resist Ashe probing deeper?
No.
Okay. You can describe what you consciously know is lurking within your mind. Anything that's a deep worry, a deep love, a deep hate.
There is a very deep love for his family, and a very strong, perhaps endangeringly so, desire to reach that family again. There is I imagine, perhaps an almost ever-present feeling of like the easiest way I can explain it is just like a red rage, almost. Kind of just like a smoky cloud of red, kind of just always persistent in your periphery. That kind of instills feelings of anger, desire to kill, to hunt, to prey on the weak, almost. And that immediately mixes with a very heavy fear of what I've done. There's guilt. You begin probably seeing flashes of previous dreams that he's had of screaming, begs for mercy, killing people, killing innocents, running, shouting, just all of these different emotions and feelings kind of swirling together. You probably see the image of a man. I can quickly grab that description. Oh boy. I can't remember where I'd put it. But like an older man basically calling me a fucking rat I had a gun held to him. There's confusion. Just a maelstrom of emotions all whirlpooling towards this just primal red rage. And a strong hatred towards who you know to be Nightshade. Varcella, who I've mentioned, who is Sonia, her sister. But there's also a slight hesitant confusion, but a strong hatred towards them nonetheless. They were the ones that took my family away. They deserved to be hunted. They were weak, and we were strong.
Hmm. You see Ashe kind of deep in thought about everything that he's kind of processing with this. I see. And after but another moment passes, he goes ahead and lifts up his hand and reclaims the copper piece out of the air and just pockets it.
Anything?
And you see Ashe sort of get up. Not anything that I think you wouldn't already know. A very ruthless anger subsides in your mind. And I can see where it is directed towards, but I have nothing more specific. Just vague, immaterial concepts.
Where does it come from?
I don't know. What I do know is that it has pooled inside of your mind. You must be careful.
I can try.
This is the kind of anger that leads to brash recklessness. It would be wise for you to put that anger well up. Separate yourself and find a way to control it.
Well, luckily it hasn't gotten the better of me yet.
Not yet. Let's hope to keep it that way.
I could just find my sister. She could set everything right.
Don't know if that's true. Everything is there. I can feel it. But there's a lock. And it needs a key. But I don't think it's her. Could be a step in the right direction.
I think it could be someone from Nightshade.
Truthfully, I'm uncertain. This is... I believe it's distinctly possible that your emotions have gotten severely in the way, which is precisely why I cannot find the answers you are looking for. As if your anger is suppressing those memories.
Interesting.
Luckily, we're planning to go to a place that can help with that, so perhaps we will be able to find some restitution for this anger.
It's also true. I wonder if Ursula is still trailing us. Oh, I guess me.
It's
For that matter.
distinctly possible.
Be nice to have a word with her again.
Preferably with all of us there next time.
Perhaps.
Well, if last time she threatened your life, we're certainly not going to let you talk to her alone again now, are we?
Depending on what happens, her leaving me alive might have been her gravest mistake.
It very well could have been. If she is in fact a member of this Nightshade, she has made a very powerful enemy.
Regardless, she won't get that jump on me this time. The next time.
We'll see to it.
Well, I appreciate your attempt. I am a
Everything
bit
is a
disappointed nothing came from it, but at least we tried.
There is one thing that came from it. All of the information is there. It's inside your head. I know that for certain.
Just missing the key.
Correct.
Well, I'll start thinking of keys before I fall asleep at night. Maybe something will come to me.
Perhaps.
I suppose I'll turn in.
Sleep well, Milo.
You as well.
I'll go to sleep thinking about a key.
And after roughly 30 minutes pass, I will notate a bunch of things into my notebook, and I will begin to seek out Noah.
Anything before this point? From anyone else?
I'm gonna just take out the skull again.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just write in my notebook. I probably should have asked this before, or maybe even first. How exactly are you talking to me?
Right. We are connected.
How?
Good question. I'm gonna move. Let me. One sec. It writes. I communicate through you. A mental connection from my soul to yours.
Why me and why you?
There's only one of me. And you were the best vessel.
Vessel?
Soul match.
As this is happening, I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay.
On the skull.
Interesting. You pick up a very extremely faint feeling of necromancy. Very, very faint. But that's...
Are you undead in a way?
No. My soul simply cannot pass on.
Do you need help passing on? Or not being in this in-between state?
It would be an impossible task.
Well, since you, I guess, have some necromancy, and I'm sure you know that's what I'm working on, on the side. And if you could help me, I'd be happy to help you.
I can help the best I can. But my situation will not be fixed by one person in one lifetime.
Well, I'll do what I can.
And the pen flutters back onto the page.
I just sit there and think and maybe write a little bit more, and then close the book and put the skull away.
All right. Valkyra, Thyra.
Yep.
Valkyra is linked out.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
I think Thyra probably takes a stroll around the inn, little night walk, and then she'll go to bed. But she doesn't go to bed immediately.
You get a nice view of the surrounding farmland. It seems to the south of the inn there is this large wheat field, just like acres and acres and acres of crops. The night stretches out to the east, and to the north there is a very sparsely forested area. And then looking towards the west, you see that same mountain range just climbing and then sloping and climbing and sloping. It's very peaceful. There are a few other travelers that have hitched up horses and wagons for the night. A few of them look like merchant carts, but everything's been locked down. A slight mist begins to roll in as the night falls.
Yep. Just enjoys the peace, and then goes to bed.
Okay. Ashe, you are seeking out Noah.
That is correct.
Okay. Where are you searching?
Well, I would start at the bottom floor with the tavern keep, and I would ask to see where our friend's room is.
You're looking for Noah's room.
That is correct, yes.
Kind of thinks for a moment. And why do you want to enter his room? Or
Seems
see him?
Strange question to ask. We all arrived at the same time. We traveled together.
I
Simply
like
wish
to
have a
make sure
chat.
they have privacy.
Of course.
Make a persuasion.
Wow. Oh, and the internet dropped again. That's pretty rad. Alright.
Love that for me.
13?
13. He's in the last room on the left.
Thank you. That will go back up and give a quick knock on that door.
All right. Oh, immediate response.
Do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Make a perception check.
14.
I don't have my own dice out. I am so prepared and professional. Yeah, you hear light snoring on the other side.
I'll knock again a bit louder the second time.
And then the snoring stops. Shuffles to the door. Cracks it open. You see the very tired looking face of Noah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My sincerest apologies for interrupting. May I come in?
Sure. He cracks the door open further for you to slip in. Why do you come here so late?
Again, I apologize. I just wanted to inquire briefly, make a bit of a plan. You're going to Tin. We
Yeah.
happen to be traveling that direction as well. I wondered if it would be useful for us to continue to travel together.
Might.
It's entirely up to you. It is obviously not a requirement, but I think traveling with numbers is more productive. Especially given that many of us are very unfamiliar with the layout of the Empire.
Well, I can continue traveling with you if you need.
What do you know of Nightshade?
Okay. Bro. Much as anyone.
And there she goes again.
Oh, my lord.
Just repeat what you just said one more time.
I would know about as much as anyone else that lives here. They killed a bunch of people out of nowhere one day. Before that point, they were what's the word? Investigating people, but it never really bothered most of us.
I see. You'll have to apologize if I have a difficult time believing that information. See, I am aware of your connection to our companion. You know of him and of his past. And, given what I have experienced tonight, it would be best if you don't end up in his future. So, I request with all due respect, to avoid any problems, that you explain who exactly it is that you are and how you are involved with him.
Make a persuasion or intimidation check.
Charisma's my dump stat, you guys. But that's okay, because I rolled a natural 20. For a 20. I'm here to fuck your shit up, DM.
Mm-hmm.
It was intimidation, by the way.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's your passive insight?
Low.
Great. I don't think anything that I have to offer concerns you.
Well, it does concern me, because if my friend finds out who you are, your blood will be on our hands. Because he will find you. That is sort of what he's trying to do right now. And the moment he finds out that you're somehow involved, he won't stop. I'd rather not have to come to blows. I simply wish for an exchange of information, so that we can go about this in a bit more of a peaceful way. Wouldn't you agree?
He just takes a long sigh. Then let me bring this up to him directly and face the consequences myself. I understand your concern, but this is not your game to play.
Well, you may be right that this isn't necessarily my concern. Everybody who travels with him is playing the game. We are involved, whether you like it or not. And I highly suspect it's going to stay that way. Which is why I don't think we should make enemies.
I would rather not make enemies.
Good.
It's not my intention.
Then I will do my best to hold him back.
How did you know?
Do you know who I am?
Vaguely.
Then you would know that I have some decent magical prowess. I just did a bit of digging around in his mind. Happy to see you.
Pauses and rubs the palm of his hand a little nervously. And then... But that is both good and bad news for me.
It depends on what you say tomorrow. And if you're willing to divulge all of the details. Should you not, then yes, it will be bad news for you. Here's what I'll say. Our friend's goal is to find his family. He wants nothing more than that at the moment. Though, he does have a searing vengeance for Nightshade. What we are going to attempt to accomplish is to direct the focus on his family and his family alone.
That's not going to work so well.
Perhaps not. But this is what he wants.
No, I mean, it's not going to work like that.
Well, now you're going to have to elaborate.
He scoots a little closer. And just rubs his eyes. Trying to avoid Nightshade while also finding his family is physically impossible.
Because his family is Nightshade.
Precisely.
I foresaw as much. The organization is still alive and well, I presume.
Alive, but not well.
Was he ever a part of it?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Was he ever a part of it?
Yes.
Until he wasn't.
Until he wasn't.
He turned, didn't he?
Turn the other way. Back out. That's when he showed up with all of you.
Interesting.
It feels terrible saying this to you before and telling
I
him.
understand. What I'm attempting to do is to gauge whether or not I should be concerned.
You should be concerned.
I'll keep that in mind. I certainly hope I see you tomorrow. Should I not, I will have to tell him, and I don't think he's going to like that.
I'm sure I'll be here.
Good evening.
You as well.
I will get up and I'll go back to my room.
Okay.
And upon completion of my trance, I'll do 4 more hours of studying.
Right. Everybody goes to bed.
Do I dream about a key?
You do dream.
Let's go.
The memories that you are replaying to Ashe. Replay in your mind. Feeling that same series of dreams, the red smoke, the screaming, figures in the fog, all of it, the running, the pain. Replaying endlessly. Before you hear a distant bang. And you jerk up out of bed. The sound of that bang, the echo, replays in your mind, almost ringing your ears. You look outside and see a figure standing on the edge of the wheat field. And it begins walking into it, towards the noise. What do you do?
Oh, so the bang wasn't in dream. It was like it awoke me.
Seemingly, yeah.
And the figure, I'll get up and exit my room and kind of look around and see if there's any stirring of anyone else after hearing that.
No? It's quiet.
I'll go over and knock on whoever's room is nearest to me. I don't really know what our room situation is.
No response.
I'll descend the stairs. Or I don't even know the layout of this place. Were we upstairs?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
you are upstairs.
Is there anyone down here?
Feels eerily empty.
Confused, I will exit the inn.
You see continuing into that figure walking.
Before pursuing, I look for our cart and horses.
They don't seem to be there.
I think my heart's starting to pick up the pace at this point. I will unholster my firearm and attempt to pursue this individual.
You chase on. And they begin to pick up the pace as well. Running faster, outpacing you. Sprinting into these fields. And you have that same adrenaline feeling, that same instinct kicking in as you pursue. Like a hunter chasing the prey. All you hear for minutes is your footfall. The slight grass rushing by you. Until, mixing in with the sound of your footfalls, you hear a crackling fire. And you see in the distance a figure standing before a burning building. About your height. About shoulder length, dark brown hair, deep skin. It looks like they are leaning forward and screaming, although you hear no words. They're yelling towards the building.
Do I have a moment to act?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to approach, firearm raised at the individual, and just scream out, Who's in there?
The figure turns. You see this young woman. One feather earring on the ear. Half yelling a name before they realize. And they say no words. A look of panic on their face turns to slight relief. Her glassy, deep brown eyes meet yours, and you see the streaks of tears streaming down her face, cutting through dirt and red dust that's been smeared on it.
Upon seeing their face and grasping for recognition, I'm going to shakily say, Naughty?
Face twists again, and the relief turns to confusion. Takes a step forward towards you, hands forward, but looking over their shoulder towards the building.
Was there some kind of a semblance of a look of confirmation with the name?
Make an insight check.
Oh, God. Oh, not bad. It's a natural 17 plus 4, 21.
Or is a look of confirmation with that name.
She takes a step forward.
Yeah. Towards you.
Kind of shaking, will attempt to solidify my stance and just stare her down. Where are they? Naughty.
Again, no words leave their mouth as they look over.
No. No. You tell me now. Where are they? I know you know.
She takes a step back. That look of confirmation and relief turns back into fear and panic. Almost betrayal.
They took them from me. I lost them all. I'm going to find them. There is blood to be paid. And I will see it paid in full.
She just shakes her head.
I'll take a step forward. Kind of overcome with anger and rage, but there is perhaps behind that mask sadness as well. But a mere footnote, if you will. If you have nothing to offer me, you are no good to me. An obstacle in my way.
Hearing those words, she stumbles, trying to back up and away from you. Back towards the building. So you're shaking your head, mouthing the words no.
She is?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say something? Anything? So my hand is kind of shaking, finger pressing more and more against the trigger.
And again, they speak with no words hit your ears.
I think tears beginning to well up in my eyes as I just begin yelling, and I'll shut my eyes and pull the trigger.
The sound of the gunfire echoes loudly through your mind. Your ears ring, and you feel it reverberate within yourself until you wake up in bed. Still dark out. But you feel that same reverberation, that distant sound of gunfire. Single shot through the night.
Immediately looking outside to see if that person's there.
No one stands outside. But you do hear like a thud, and then some very faint footsteps through the hallway.
Hearing any semblance of a noise, I am startled by it and instinctively reach for my firearm until I know the danger is past.
Steps just gently tap down the stairs and then end.
Let out a deep breath. Put the firearm away. And actually, before putting it away, looking down at it, thinking about Nadi, and the looks she was giving me, and how I even felt about seeing her again. And the way it felt to pull the trigger knowing that she was at the other end of it. Similarly, as I did back in Mithera, I'll place the firearm on the far side of the room, away from me. And just sit on the bed and stare.
sit there and wait in the silence. For out of the corner of your eye, out the window, you see Noah holding a bottle, sitting down on what looks like one of the many patio furniture out for guests, and just pours a drink, sets the bottle down, and reclines, staring off into the field, into the night sky.
About what time is it again?
It's about 11:30 midnight-ish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. And then that... Now is when Milo finally makes the connection. And it's almost like a how didn't I see this before shock to the system. Like a flash of white, like I was just flashbanged, kind of holding my head. Fuck. I'm gonna grab the firearm and go downstairs.
Is this all recent enough that I would still be awake for it? Actually, in my trance, I'm still aware of my surroundings, am I not?
Are you?
Trance-like meditation in which I remain conscious.
Are you in
Okay.
the room with him?
Well, I would have heard multiple doors opening and closing and multiple people walking downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And given the set of circumstances,
What is your passive perception?
mine is 14.
Okay. I would say if you're still, like, conscious, you would actually hear a very, very, very distant echo, like a cannon fire.
Yeah, I mean, I would be on high alert. At that point, I'd be looking outside and trying to see what's going on. I'd probably, at some point, eventually open up my door and take a look around in the hallway, see if anybody else is stirred awake. Probably in between anybody else walking out. Then trail back to the window. Do I see Mr. Man?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Do I see Noah outside
You
after like
would.
triple checking? Okay.
After about, like, 5 minutes, you would.
Okay. And then eventually I would also hear another door open.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would wait until those footsteps dissipate. And then follow behind.
All right. Are you trying to be stealthy about this?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
My passive perception is 17.
Well, that's fine because this die is fucking blessed tonight. That would be a natural 20 again for a 24. On God.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop using it. I'm gonna move on to something else.
All right. Milo, You exit to see Noah, glass in hand.
How far away?
About 20 feet from the building.
Does he acknowledge me exiting the inn?
No. Just sort of focused on the horizon.
I'll approach from the side, giving I'd say like a 10-foot berth between us. Firearm in hand. Not pointed, but in hand. And kind of examining him as I approach closer. And if he allows, hold a seat out next to him and sit down, kind of leaning forward, firearm resting in my hand over my lap.
Looks over at you, and pulls out a second glass, fills it, slides it over to you.
Almost chugging the whole thing there, but maybe going halfsies. Putting it down. Just examining his features, seeing Naughty in him. And as I asked in my dream where they were, my family, I now look at Noah and I ask, "Where is she, Noah?"
Which one are you talking about?
Well, I had a brief encounter with Sonia. An encounter that will follow me for quite some time. And I'll gesture towards the scar. Where's Naughty?
I figured you would have recognized it by now, but seems what they did to you was too much.
What you did to me? And I'll kind of lean back, and kind of raise my firearm up on like the armrest in his general direction.
You
Please.
don't have to look much further.
I'm sorry. What?
Just looks up at you, and you see in his face. Naughty's. Takes another sip of his drink. Are you going to shoot me now, or are you gonna question me further?
Confused, to say the least. I ask for Nadi and you say look no further. As if you are her?
That would be correct, yeah. I can tell you everything you want to know. If you even trust me to that extent.
Then why are you Noah now?
Noah is just the name that I use to avoid a trail. I'm still go by Nadi.
I'll slump back in the chair, still pointing the firearm at them.
I knew my everything was on a timer since I saw you on the road. So
You knew it would eventually come to this.
yeah, I did. And you're trying to kill people like me, so
I'm not trying to kill anyone. What I am trying to do is find my family. Family that was taken from me.
I know where they are. It's
Do
like
you? I
the
tighten
general area.
the grip on my firearm. And you're going to find it in the kindness of your heart to tell me where they are.
Yeah, I think so.
After what you did to me, to your confession, I'd say it's the least you could do.
I will ask one thing first. What do you think I did?
You kind of overwhelmed with confusion again. You betrayed us. You all were weak.
I mean, that's what I told myself, but... No, I never wanted to turn my back on you.
Nadi, what happened? Sonia said you disappeared when we all did. You told me to get out. Please. Tell me you weren't a part of it all. I need a reason to not pull this trigger right now. I don't want to, but there's something in me that does. Please. I don't.
We all disappeared at the same time. You disappeared because they took you. James and Michael were killed. And I ran.
Who took us?
Those freaks at the Capitol. Dr. Osteroth. It was his shit.
Dr. Osteroth. We were all a part of Nightshade. Yes?
We were, yeah.
Why? James and Michael, these... I don't know what was done to me. I don't know what you did to me. These names... They don't hold any meaning for me.
Just meets your gaze. It was... It is a story longer than I think you have the patience for. But we were investigating and they ambushed us. And they tried to choke us out with chemicals, and everyone began getting disoriented and weren't able to run. I managed to get away. I don't know how, but I did. Our friends were killed. They fought back too hard, or they didn't get affected, and they were trying to flee as well. But you and family, they you didn't make it out. And they took you, and I don't know what happened next, but suddenly you're back out killing the rest of us. And that's how you got to our mother, and you almost got to me several times. But I just... After a while, I just left completely. I couldn't stop you or anyone else.
I think I let this silence kind of hang for many moments. Is there any truth to what she's saying? Am I getting any flashes?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
with advantage.
God, thank you. I really don't want to have to pull this trigger. Those are very good. Those were very good. I think we're safe. 22.
Everything that he's saying begins to piece together in your mind. and recalling it, you can't recall the exact setting, what everything looked like, but you feel the suffocation. You hear nutty screams, warnings. Feel that chemical feeling, the red dust, that red smoke in your mouth, that taste of iron. You remember the world spinning and your mind going fuzzy. And then it just fades into darkness.
I'd say I begin shaking, kind of rocking back and forth a little bit. Eyes shut, trying to remember. Yes, I do. I also apologize. I put the firearm on the coffee table between us, whatever it is. I remember that, I think. I can tell you what I remember. I remember screaming, running, gunshots ringing. I think I remember your mother. I remember seeing red smoke, red fog. Don't remember much else. Remember a man. Older. I could find that description somewhere in my notes.
A while ago. It's like session 3.
Yeah. I give the description. Glasses, gray beard, looking at me with disdain, disappointment.
That's not too far off the description of Dr. Osteroth.
Now that confuses me further. I had my gun raised to him. He called me a rat. I remember running. I had something. My eyes begin to grow wider. I escaped. I fled. I ran. Somehow I ended up in the fields outside of Mithera. With that, point the firearm. This locket, and I immediately look at the MLO. And then look back to him. My name. What is my name?
You don't even remember your own name.
I know Jumper.
Haven't used that name in much longer. Well, your name is Felix.
Felix. I don't know what this means. I just use this as the framework for Milo. And I'll throw the locket onto the table as well. And I also had a letter. Something about Initiative H. I gave it to Sonia when I'd met her. So she has that now. But I think whatever it is, I think I took that from Dr. Osteroth. Might contain whatever he's planning.
May I take the amulet?
Please.
He picks it up and wipes it off. Kind of almost chuckles. Those are Dr. Osteroth's initials. And he places it back onto the table.
Well, he's not going to be too happy, is he?
Nope.
And he still has my family.
Yep.
All this time. I've been angry at the wrong people.
And that's what they want.
Nadia, I'm so sorry.
I don't blame you.
If it means anything, I don't think I was in control. It wasn't me.
Oh, I know. Kind of reaches for your hand and places his on yours. You would never do that. I know that.
I'll maybe subconsciously take the hand as well. I know. Oh God. And I just collapse back in defeat. There is still blood to be paid. But it's no longer Nightshades. I'm gonna lean forward. I think starting today, Dr. Osteroth's time is limited.
Nods in agreement. And that's where we can take a quick break. I'm so sorry, everyone, for taking up an hour and a half of your time. Continuing on, the sun rises over the realm, I guess. Everyone comes to. Would Milo have gone to bed?
No. I think they probably would have stayed up as long as Nadi would have allowed, just talking, asking questions.
They would have stayed up for however long you wanted to as well. So.
But I think as like the sun would rise, he would suggest both of them at least trying to get like a couple hours of sleep.
So you do take a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
And so does he. But the rest of you awaken in this very old smelling inn. The smell of dust mixing with the smell of breakfast being cooked downstairs. Should anyone wish to partake in breakfast? The air is cool. It's a slight fog on the horizon. Sun is shining. What would everyone like to do?
For a majority of the morning, Ashe would make a pretty distinct and obvious point of keeping an eyeline on Milo and keeping track of what he's doing, how he's looking, whether or not he's thinking about anything. Just making sure I have a good read on him.
He's more or less kind of like in a trance, but he doesn't look trigger, like itching to pull the trigger on Noah.
I think Thyra is actually up pretty early, and decided to go do what she did that night, but do a run. Go out running before, like, while the sun rises. She'll go back when everyone's awake for breakfast, but she comes back already worked out for the day.
It's
unaware of all the stuff that just happened.
It is a beautiful morning to run. It does look like somebody has left their drinking glasses and a bottle of alcohol outside. Don't know why they would do that.
It's really unsafe.
It is. Quite unsafe. Yeah, you hear the faint early morning coyote in the distance. Everyone else in the inn is eating, maybe packing up their horses and wagons. Some are pulling in to do some trading here. Lots of different folk. Lots of different kinds of animals. Surprisingly cheery for a crossroads in the middle of the nation.
I think she's just as kind of baffled how different life is here. To the life that she's led. And she just, has a moment of grief and sadness, but also a comfort that she can, have a little bit of it now. And she'll go back to the inn.
Okay. Valkyra, what are you up to?
When Valkyra wakes up, she's gonna She comes down where everyone is, obviously, assuming that no one has any idea what's going on, or I have no idea what's going on. So who's down there at this point?
Thyra would just be running in from her morning workout. Ashe is awake. Theo is
I'd
awake.
be down there too.
Milo's sleeping in, but that's to be expected from Milo.
Show the sun down and sort of morning. And her eyes are this like glowing yellow as she's saying hi to everyone.
Are you okay?
Yeah? Why would I not be?
You're glowing?
Oh shit. And she'll turn really quickly and recast the prestidigitation. Like she turns up to her side and recasts it, and her eyes go back to green.
That's a new trick too.
Yep.
Feels as though everyone here is full of surprises.
What do we all do tonight? Or last night?
Found a trail for running. It was best.
I continued my usual work. I'm almost there. Just a couple more days and I'll be able to begin the enchantment process.
Nice. Where's Milo? Where's Milo?
Sleeping.
I'm
You know
actually a
Milo.
character.
He's taking his well-needed bed rest.
Where are we going? When?
Well, as soon as everybody is properly situated, we're going to continue east, presumably.
Right.
The path has not changed.
Well, I'm gonna go wash off. I'm a bit sweaty, so.
And the bathroom is really cold.
Doesn't matter about
Fucking
that.
water in the frame.
But eventually, you see Noah descend the stairs and just immediately go for coffee. He looks dead fucking tired. But just nods knowingly towards you all and scoops up some breakfast and eats it at the bar.
After I finish cleaning up a bit, I'm gonna go knock on Milo's door to see if he's awake.
Well, I'm awake now.
It doesn't sound like it, but we should probably get to move on if we're gonna make it ground today.
Right. All right. I'm coming.
Nice.
Just gotta finish something up. Was
Yep.
almost there.
Little busy. Working on something.
Actually, now I have to restart. Sorry.
Fuck. Really?
No.
Broke concentration.
Thyra wouldn't have made you go fast. Go faster? Really? Wow. All right. That's mean.
Make a con save.
No, do not.
Kidding. I do not want any rolls from that.
We're rolling that when that eventually happens, Nico. We're rolling that.
Oh yeah.
Not 20.
Well, now I don't know because. Anyways.
Yep.
I'll wait for Milo and I'll come downstairs with him. We'll just wait outside his door.
Valkyra's gonna throw a dagger into the wall.
Got all my stuff on. Why does the morning have to be so bright?
Are you hungover?
Feels like it.
What do you mean? Did you drink or not?
Yes.
I think you're hungover.
Anyways. Let's go downstairs.
Are you okay?
Nope.
Same, bro. I feel that on an emotional level.
Can I get an amen?
Can I get an amen, brother?
I just start walking down the stairs.
She'll give you a very confused look. With the very different demeanor you had from last night to this morning, and she'll follow you downstairs.
Well, good morning, sleepyhead.
Is it a good morning?
It'll be a good day, I think.
We can try our best.
Is it gonna be a good day, Noah?
Thumbs up from Noah.
Oh, right.
I'll take a seat next to Valkyra. So is the plan to move out as soon as breakfast is finished?
I guess, yeah.
At your pace.
Is there something I'm missing here?
We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Gotta get the wake rest.
Stop number 1.
Yeah.
Milo, you want to help me with the horses?
Sure. I had a bit of a good rapport with them. Say we're out of here in an hour. Maybe less.
Yeah.
We get our cart ready.
All
Walk
right.
over.
So we're getting the cart ready. I'm gonna let Milo do the horses, but I'm doing all the heavy hitching stuff.
We'll make an animal handling check.
Oh
Right.
god. Oh no, it's a disadvantage. Oh no.
Fool of a took.
Took of a fool.
Oh well, the first roll is a natural 20. So
that's
it
good.
can only get worse from here.
Let's roll another.
And the other one's a 2. So
This is not a 1.
It's not a 1.
what is it? Animal handling?
Yes.
So it's a 6.
Okay. The horses don't kick you, which is always a plus.
Oh God.
They don't. Wow. They don't seem to want to hitch up though. Kind of resisting moving their heads away from you trying to put on their harnesses.
I think this is how horses work, but
Think this might need the Theo touch.
we all
Here,
do.
I'll help.
Oh, Theo.
We're playing
Shut up.
that this morning, are we?
You're a lot sneakier than I thought you were.
I've been here.
Is Theo here, or is that just a joke? Oh yeah.
Oh,
We're getting the horses ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Or did I
Theo
miss
well,
and-
they
something?
walked
Milo
outside
and-
without everyone.
Yeah, Milo and Thyra left.
Yeah.
Everybody else.
Never mind then.
was-
Okay.
Oh, I could also see Theo misinterpreting that and also going. to
Why not?
the-
100%.
I'm sorry,
yes.
that's what I said. I mean, if you want beer, you can beer. I'm not gonna stop you. Well, do you need help? They're normally they're like you.
Think it's just the hangover. Don't have a good
I
grasp.
I saw a bottle and some cups outside during my run. Was that you?
Yes, I had a very enlightening conversation with Noah.
Really?
Yes. Seems, Thyra, I've been hunting the wrong target.
What do you mean?
Well, since this is something that I think concerns everyone, I might have to tell everyone.
To be honest, Milo, you don't have to tell us anything. Your business is your own. Alright?
But if my business gets you all killed, then that's on me. I would at least like you all to know what you're getting yourselves into. I apparently didn't really have that choice.
Do you remember some?
Yes and no. I remember a bit more, but the memories and dreams that I already had were made clear. They were connected. They made sense, as before they were just visions. Been given clarity.
And Noah gave the clarity?
Noah. Yes. Yes, he did.
Why didn't you say he knew you before?
I think I need to tell everyone.
Alright. Why don't you go get them while I finish putting the horses up?
Are you sure? I mean, could get Theo in a bit.
It's alright. Fine. Look,
All right.
Milo, I know you dread what you did, and maybe you found out what you did, but take it from someone that remembers everything she's ever done. You're not a monster, alright?
Well, I think that remains to be seen. But thank you. I'll try to keep that in mind.
Go get everyone. I'll finish up here.
I walk back in. And oh god. I really don't like that I've taken so much of this session. So I think for the sake of brevity, I'll walk back in. Kind of take a deep breath and look to Noah. And give a nod. And get everyone's attention. Before we depart, there is some new information that I need to share with you all. That we, looking at Noah, need to share with you all. And I will go through and explain the conversation that Noah and I had the night before, explaining from the beginning some kind of a job gone wrong. I was a nightshade. Some of us died, some of us got away, but myself, my family were taken by a Dr. Astaroth. Next time we show up, we're killing Nightshade. Not of our minds. I somehow along the way escape with Dr. Astaroth's amulet, some of his plans. I wake up in Mithera, and that's where we're at. Explaining how my original desire to kill Nightshade wasn't my own. It was still the influence of Dr. Astaroth in my mind. Nightshade isn't the enemy, it's Astaroth, and he still has my family. But I managed to get out. Was that a good spark notes of it? And then obviously I feel like Noah and I would kind of be going back and forth with explaining.
I'm citing your sources.
Yeah.
The source is this one guy's
I made
word.
it. Fuck. Okay.
What, are you following us, Noah?
I wasn't trying to, but I got too close and got spotted, and it was too late by that point.
So running into each other was just an accident on the road?
Mostly, I was trying to keep updated with everyone's whereabouts in the Empire. But I know once I got too close to Milo, they would know where I was, and I wouldn't be able to get any closer to anyone.
Incidentally, What would you like us to call you now?
Oh shit! And I would yes, I would also yes. I would have also said that my name is Felix. Wow, that slipped my mind. Well, it's an interesting question. Originally, the name Milo had kind of grown on me, but now I can't help but feeling sick knowing that it comes from the man who took my family from me, killed so many that I care about. I think I'll reclaim my name. My
It's a
true
good
name.
name. It means lucky.
Huh. Well, anything but, it seems. Or
Considering you're
perhaps very
alive.
lucky.
Yeah, considering you're alive after that whole story, you're pretty lucky. No. Felix, I'm sorry.
I don't know what this ends up meaning for us. It will likely put us in hot water. And I don't really know how long it's been. This man could be anywhere. My family could be anywhere.
Oh no, Dr. Osteroth stays in Tin. He doesn't move around much.
Hmm.
Although getting to him is the issue.
Right.
Where is he?
Where is he? Somewhere in Tin.
So nothing has changed.
No. It's just the target has changed. Originally, well, the goal was to always find my family. And if I had found any members of Nightshade along the way, eliminate them. But I now know that it is Dr. Osteroth's influence, whatever he did to us. The Doctor is the real enemy here.
Honey,
Well, I will also point out, now that we have the information that we have, we know for certain that Tin is an extremely dangerous place for us to simply walk in on.
It is very, very dangerous.
we'll be fine.
No, we need to be careful with this. Valkyra. We can't go rushing in.
It's usually this point and eastward that sightings of his family become higher. And they are all very dangerous people. So,
Would they try to kill him?
now that he's not with them, he is against them.
But there is hope. If I could escape, so can they.
That puts us in a precarious situation, you understand.
Yes?
We must do what we can to survive.
I will
Be fine.
do what I can to save them.
Now that you have more clarity with what happened before, do you have clarity on how you escaped?
No. The visions are so blurred together, I don't know which is which, what side I'm on in each given vision. I just know that I somehow managed to wriggle free from his grasp and end up in Mithera. The rest of Nightshade didn't know that I was free of their influence, which is why I think Sonia was so quick to almost kill me when I saw her. Not that I can blame her
Indeed.
for everything that I did. But wait,
Here's more.
does Sonia know that you're alive, Noah?
No. I knew if she did know I was alive, she would come after me.
In a good or bad way?
In a good way, but it would put her in harm's way.
Well, if I may propose the obvious solution, turn it around and you go to her.
Yes, you could explain everything. I don't think she would listen to me. She must understand.
I could, but it would take a lot longer. I don't have any fast means of getting there.
That's of course your decision.
I'm only gonna have eyes on me from now on. They most likely know where you are. And now they know where I am. Easy
Nightshade
lead
or
back to more. Yeah.
Right now, you mean, or
I don't doubt they've had eyes out everywhere.
the attack on the facility back in... I don't have the map pulled up.
Door.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Was that us? Or was that...
Yeah, that was you.
And it was me not with Nightshade.
It is weird. Nightshade disbanded the moment you all were taken.
That's where it happened.
No. That happened in Wakecrest.
I
There's
see.
There was a larger facility there that we all went to, got caught. The place burned down because your sister threw a fucking Molotov cocktail. And
is that the fire that everyone talks about?
yeah.
My sister did.
Esther.
See, Esther?
Aster.
Aster.
Yes. But yeah, that was the fire. Nearly 6 years ago now. And Dormark happened between then and now, about 3-4 years ago. You were still with them, with the doctor, under his orders.
I see.
What do you want to do, Felix?
What did you say? Sorry, I was lost in thought.
What do you want to do?
Oh. What do I want? I want to kill this man. But there's a lot of steps between that and where we're at now.
Well, as someone that's been dreaming about killing the people that did the most wrongs for years, I can help you do that to them.
What about the rest of you? Do you still want to continue the path we've been walking?
Seems I don't have a choice.
The plan was to help you find your family. This is the plan. I see no room for confusion.
Theo?
Well, we've come this far. We wouldn't abandon you in here now.
Oh, you could. But I appreciate the sentiment. I think we can at least continue on to Waycrest. Just take it one step at a time. Bless you.
Valkyra sneezes.
Bless you.
Thanks.
Well, the horses are all hitched up if they're ready to go.
Felix,
Yes?
there's one thing that I need to make clear. Or at least make clear again. My priority is going to be keeping us alive. By whatever means necessary. And should you be unsuccessful, you must be willing to accept that outcome.
I don't think I'm going to have to accept that outcome. It's not going to happen. And the off chance that it does, well, that's going to be an interesting day, isn't it?
I do hope you're right. But I want you to consider every option. That's all.
I'll just nod.
Who the fuck?
Is it-
Okay.
It's literally
Thyra is sipping on the juice.
juice box. It's literally a juice box.
Literally fucking.
Fucking juice box.
Look, once, whatever, it's fine.
It's-
Twice, all right. Look,
Gotta get
Thyra's just in the
everything.
corner with the juice box.
Gotta get
It's not a
everything.
juice box. It's a. I was trying to get the last bit of ice out.
my gosh.
Thyra's eating ice canonically.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Right. Y'all saddle up.
Saddle up.
Battle it.
Hop in the back of the car.
All right. Off you guys go on your third day of travel. Would anyone like to roll a d20 for me?
Yeah, I got it,
I
homie.
know. I haven't done it yet. You've done it.
Has he?
Okay. I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure I got stopped every time, but it's okay.
I don't think
It's
so.
Leah's turn on the
I
dice.
don't remember.
I have
Can we roll
not
back the
rolled.
tape?
Ref,
Roll back the
ref, can
tape.
we get a replay?
It's
I've
been
never
well.
rolled
It's
any.
literally been
I
like
think it's-
18 months.
I think it's
don't
been
remember.
Valkyra every single time so far.
What? I literally haven't done it once.
Okay,
What is
now
it?
nobody's
So
done it.
who's it
ever.
been?
It's
Who's
amazing.
Who
know,
did it?
I know,
Who did it?
I know for a fact I've never done it. I'll tell you this.
Oh,
right
I
now.
think
Okay.
I've done it.
Hallia did it. I think you did it last time.
I'm rolling.
I
I'm,
might have done it once.
I'm rolling
Now-
a D100.
I rolled an 18.
And
You
now
know what? I can just roll it and we don't have to
I'm
have
gonna
this
roll it.
conversation.
I'm rolling percentile dice real quick.
Ugh.
69.
Matt,
Nice.
Matt, take it away, Matt.
Yeah, Matt gets it. 2. He rolled a 2.
Matt rolled a 2? Okay.
Yep, that's it. That's what we're going
Oh, it's
with.
either
We're going with
Matt's. It's either
roll.
Matt's 2 or Leah's 18.
Rollies.
I know Matt's never rolled for it, so we can at least rely on Matt.
You know what? Let's flip a coin here.
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god. this
I
is the
legitimately
fucking biggest
don't
thing
know
I've
who.
seen.
I have no
I
fucking
rolled.
clue.
I actually.
Leah's
can't-
heads. Alright.
Hands.
I really hope we roll a sexy vampire boy to appear out of nowhere.
I really hope it's not, so I'll have to kill him.
Name's Astarion.
Gustarian.
Gustarion. Hawkk.
Honk.
Roll initiative.
Honk.
Against the vampire
Oh, is that-
goose.
Oh, is that your backstory? Nothing.
Not anymore.
Stab, stab, stab.
Okay.
You guys are all assholes. He's so hot.
Stab, stab, stab.
Okay.
You
Okay.
guys
Enough
chill,
stabbing.
Blaze Hell,
Enough
motherfuckers.
Baldur's
Hey,
Gate.
calm
Enough
down,
Baldur's
calm
Gate.
down, calm down, calm down.
Fuck you.
Call me Jets.
Anyways.
Heated
Justice
political
for Lizzo.
discussion.
It's
Justice for Lizzo.
Okay. What a boring ass roll, Matthew. Anyway.
Okay, we take the Leo one then.
He's not even in the game, and he's catching more shade than all of us.
Where's the disappointed Where's disappointed Jaguars fan?
the one time he gets to roll
It's
for a
better
game
than-
that's not his own, and
I
it's a
fucking
boring roll.
Love it here.
Okay.
That was really
Okay.
funny.
Alright. Who's keeping watch?
Me.
Okay. Are you using erudite or are you just out of spite?
Yeah. Oh, well. So yeah, I'll have Erudite taking a look around while I study, and he'll let
Okay.
us know if anything comes up.
Alright, bet. Roll for him.
Oh, I have advantage.
You do.
I remember how to play D&D. 19.
19. Kira.
Oh, I'm doing. Oh,
You said you were gonna roll.
I just didn't think it mattered.
It good?
9.
I'm dying.
No.
Thyra's dying.
My computer is dying.
um,
Arrow.
as you travel, there is a nice cloud cover coming in. Goes from mostly to partly cloudy all day. So not the most sunshiny day, unfortunately. But weather is clear. No immediate obstructions in the road by erudite. You do hear the scuttering of wildlife. Some moles and field mice running alongside the road. As you just gently make your way through these very beautiful fields of freshly tilled
grass?
land. And freshly cut grass. It's quite
Nice.
nice. You go in and out of some patchy forested areas. It's a very nice landscape. Mix of rolling hills leading up into more jagged mountains in the distance. A few other carriages pass along your way. It looks like a fairly busy thoroughfare through the Empire. Other traders, very less to do farmers bringing sacks of seed and grain. A few other more wealthy looking people pass, but just nod as you pass by, not trying to cause trouble. Is there anything you all would like to do while you journey for today?
I will continue my work for however many hours we travel.
Is Noah with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many hours? That's not damn.
How many hours of travel?
Yeah.
You could get. You left at about like 9 o'clock ish, 10 o'clock ish. So, could push 10 hours if you ended your travel as nightfall.
Gotcha.
5 hours of study.
Almost there.
Milo's just gonna try to sleep as best he can.
You can for sure get a short rest in while
Okay.
you move.
Fuck, Felix. Felix is gonna try to sleep.
Just give up. It's not happening.
It's gonna be very tough.
It's
Just
gonna
give up.
take some getting
It's
used
not
to.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the Blade Vashkal thing again, all over
Mhm.
again.
All over again. Here we go.
Round 2. Noah's just keeping very keen eye on everything. Every bit of tree cover, any house in the distance.
So you've always been looking over your shoulder?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, that is something I can greatly understand.
You on the run as well?
Yeah. Say that. The old people after me are
Bit further away. I say that with what we just went through, but still. We're heading right for yours, apparently.
And that's not very welcoming. Doesn't facilitate an environment of ease.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Freya.
You know, I spent some time in Freya's Gate.
What you learn?
Not much. I was only there for a little less than a year.
Freya's Gate is nothing to what Freya is.
Oh no, I didn't assume as much. Very interesting though. Interesting group of people around there.
That's what I'm getting. Learning myself, everyone is interested in Freya.
Are you both from Freya? And pointing to you as well, Valkyra.
Nope. I'm Pyro, born and raised.
She's joking.
I was about to say you definitely do not look like you're from the Empire. And that's not an insult, that's just...
I know. Lips are hurt.
I appreciate your guys' understanding.
Understanding is a big word.
Tolerance, maybe.
Still pushing.
What would be the correct word?
Existing.
Kira.
Forced to.
Well, I will try to get this over as soon as possible.
Look, you want revenge, right?
I do, yeah.
I understand that perfectly.
It's in line.
Well, can maybe get some tools to facilitate your own revenge once this is over.
I don't know if I would ever be able to get mine. So helping him get his. Well. It's a start.
It would definitely do us all a favor.
Kira, why don't you help me with getting some firewood for later when we camp? While there's some brush.
Oh.
I'll hop off the cart and start walking over to the edge of the forest and motion for Valkyra to follow me.
Sure, Valkyra will follow.
And after we're like a minute or two of walking besides the cart, but a good earshot away. Is that a problem, Kira? You're so friendly with Noah yesterday. Now you're trying to look like you're about to bite his head off.
I was the one that turned him away. I wasn't friendly with him at all. I've been trusting from the start.
Do you not trust him now?
I don't
Knowing
trust
who
any-
he,
I don't
knowing who
trust
he
any
is?
of them now.
I thought you'd be happy to find out more about Felix's past.
Are you sure that this is the truth? The whole idea is that no one has any idea what's going on here, and we're just taking this guy's word on it.
We can't know for sure, but
How do you know he's not just trying to lead Felix in with these false promises of revenge? How do you know that it's not just the doctor sending this guy out to get him closer?
I don't. But we have to trust what Felix says.
Also, by the way, I'm referring to him drawing you in, not you drawing us. I'm referring to him drawing you closer.
What?
I'm talking to like what fucking Nico is saying or the thing.
Oh, okay.
Just to clear that up really quickly.
He's suggesting that he's also a villain.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that. And if he is, we'll just kill him. But right now, he is the best shot at Milo Felix.
Being very careful about this, are we? Just being incredibly careful, just letting in random strangers into our little group here. Telling him everything about ourselves. We're being very careful.
You're being a bit hypocritical right now. You know that, right?
Do we have a plan going this way? Is this a plan going this way? Is this the same idea?
I think the plan is the same as before, just more caution.
How is this plan any more detailed than going north? Go east, find his parents. That's a great plan. Amazing. How is that any different than go north, find the clan? How is that any different? Sounds like the exact same thing.
Because I'm not ready to go north, Kira.
Well, I am.
Then you're welcome to go. I've told you that. I told you everything. And I've lost a lot, Kira.
Wait, my purpose is bigger than this.
Your purpose?
It's my purpose.
Well, go Kira, go to your purpose. I'm gonna help the person that's been helping me. Find a family. I can understand that because I lost mine. I killed mine, Kira. He has a chance to get his back, and I'm going to do that for him. He has been acting more like family to me than you. So go find your purpose, Kira, go. That's truly what you feel you're calling to do. But I thought you cared about him. And I'll tell you this, to really care about someone, you put them first. Before yourself.
And it's clear you don't care about me.
I never said that. I'm asking you to wait.
You ever put me above anything?
You do realize I took you away to protect you.
To
I know you
protect
don't
me.
see
Yes,
it.
of course, to protect me.
Yes, I did.
Of course. Yes. That's great.
Fine.
I don't believe it. Never did. It's clear to me now.
That you don't need anyone?
I have all I need now.
I thought the same thing, Kira. I thought that I was fine to be on my own. That I didn't need you, and that losing him, that I could just shut everything out, shut people I cared about out, and be on my own. But I was nothing without people. I'm starting to feel like something again.
I'm not alone.
Then who the hell's with you if you're trying to go away? Who, Kira? I'm trying to be here. And I know your heart's in Freya. But all I'm asking is for a little patience. Why is that so much to ask?
There are people up there who are being hurt the same way that you are.
And right now, if I go, I'm not going to be able to help him.
I can.
Because you got wings? Because you got magic powers? That's why?
I've been chosen because
You've been chosen. For the great purpose you keep saying?
Second.
Valkyra's dead.
Apparently.
Yes,
Oh
okay,
no!
that's right. Sorry, what did you ask again? I'm trying to the exact wording, man.
God.
Yes.
You've been chosen for what? Your greatest purpose? For this great purpose?
I have more than just a wings. and more than just a magic palace. I guess it just draw the presentation to bring the eyes back out. It's glowing golden eyes. They're not like glowing like they're not like glowing. They're just gold. They're just really bright gold. The irises.
I'm quite literally an angel. Do you remember the Uncully?
DM.
Make a history check.
Actually, not bad. And then 15.
You remember in like old stories, like old fairy tale books, that Valkyra would find or other people would find and bring back. One of them depicted these angel-like warriors named the Unkelly. But up to this point, you believed them only to be a fable.
I.
Just the path I walk.
Man. I guess there is a reason for the path we walk then. I'm a monster, you're an angel. That is new. What else is new? That's always been the case. But it doesn't matter if you have wings, or if you have powers, or if you have a sword, or an axe in your hand. It matters what you do with it. And that now you're gonna go abandon your friend?
Save my home. To save my friends that are still there.
You just wanna go be a hero?
Somebody has to.
Fine. You go be a hero. I'm gonna go be his friend. And I'm gonna go back to the cart.
What are you doing, Valkyra?
Trying to figure that out. I think it's fitting that both Valkyra and myself, she quite literally just stops for a moment. And just sort of stands there. The best of us. Valkyra will... Fuck it. What if we just let the dice gods? What if we just let...
If this is between Kira staying or running
you
again, maybe
actually
don't let the dice go.
Fucking
Yeah.
serious?
Okay, that's valid. Valkyra will trail from a distance. Or just walk.
Anybody doing anything else?
I think as she walks away, there's a visual trail of ice trailing after her. And I'm gonna take a stress point.
All right.
How many stress points do I have? I haven't raged in a long time.
Haven't. I don't think you're up very much though.
No, I don't think so either. Like 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bring me string? Oh, thank you. Go get it. Okay.
The fox is bringing random
Scotty.
crap to Thyra.
And when I get back in the cart, I think there's a visual when she puts her hand on the edge of the cart to jump in, there's like a visual trail of ice that starts to form as she puts her hand onto the wood. It sits next to Theo, and Theo, you feel some chill around her.
Can you say that again?
You just feel a visual cold around Thyra as she sits next to you.
Is everything all right?
Probably not. But I don't think I'll be the one to fix it. What else is new?
I don't have any siblings, but from what I've heard, I think that's just what it's like.
We used to be best friends when we were little. I don't even know her. Every day she's changing.
What is happening? She suddenly has a lot more magic.
I don't know. It's the age-old story between me and her. She is the light, I'm the dark.
Well, you can't have one without the other.
No. You can't.
I'll rummage through my bag a little bit and pull out a marshmallow, hand it to Thyra.
This may be my new favorite thing, by the way.
We'll have to get some more when we reach Raycrest.
I'd like that. Thanks, Theo.
That's what your friends are for.
We're friends.
Aren't we?
I'd like a friend or two.
Well, I'm here.
I'll try not to kill you.
I hope you don't.
Me too. And she'll just kind of eat her marshmallow. But I think it starts to get a bit frozen as she eats it. That's all for me.
All right. Anyone else?
Ah.
All right. You guys keep on trekking through, enjoying the nice, more peaceful, at least for now, scenery around you. Just simmering in all of the information and conversations had today. That's where we can leave the session for tonight.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 11.